Agent Romanoff. You miss me?
Oh yeah, Charles, we got ourselves an X-Men fan.
Captain.
Your Highness.
Captain, big fan, Spider-Man. Hey everyone.
Hi everyone, and welcome to Film Artsy, your number one source for all things films and movies. My name is Elijah, and Deadpool 2 was a hit film. It did a great job at capturing the same kind of play on superhero movies that are so common today, and did such a good job at kind of making a parody while also providing a pretty decent movie. That being said, we finally have an extended version of the film that adds a lot of great deleted scenes, and we thought it'd be a great idea for our video today to go over the best scenes from the extended deleted Deadpool 2 cut that we now have. Because some of these scenes literally are just so great, and we were pretty surprised that they didn't make it into the final cut of the film that was shown in theaters. But before we begin, if you like what we do here at Film Artsy, consider checking out our Patreon, link in the description down below, to get a bunch of cool perks and other things like shoutouts on this channel by pledging a couple of dollars a month and help support us make content just like this. So if you're a fan of the videos we make here, or you're a fan of the Marvel movies and you like our discussions, please consider becoming a Patreon because it really helps us provide top quality content for our viewers. Alright, let's get into it. So this first clip actually follows Deadpool as he's at the X-Men house, and he's trying to turn over a new leaf. Clearly
not working out at all. Masking tape. It is no friend to chilled aluminum. Velcro. Color-coded, efficient, environmentally friendly.
And he's trying to be the good person he's always supposed to be. And it's just kind of funny because at first he paints the picture that it's not working out and you think it's about living in the X-Men house, but it's really just about his labeling techniques in the refrigerator. But then we kind of get this funny interaction where Negasonic doesn't actually believe that Deadpool has turned over a new leaf despite him acting the way that he acts, all things considered. But it leads to this general pretty funny interaction that unfortunately had to be cut from the final release of the film, even though we kind of understand why it was cut at the end because there was nothing too relevant to the story here, but it's still funny nonetheless.
Just trying to be the world's best X-Man. Sorry, X-person.
Something wrong with the soap.
It's fine. I just filled it. Give it a few more pumps.
Then we get this quick, funny funeral scene where Deadpool hops out of the casket shooting people, and he makes a little quip about Captain America. It was probably cut out because there's already a lot of references to other superhero movies in this film, and it probably wasn't as strong as some of the other ones that did make the final cut, but it's still interesting nonetheless, and it's pretty funny.
Do not go in there. Well, let's see Captain America do that.
We also see an extended version of the redneck scene with Cable and Matt Damon's character, who just makes a slight cameo appearance in the original film, and it just kind of extended his role a little bit longer. And there's also this funny extended scene between Deadpool and Colossus towards the end of the film that's kind of funny. A little bit more dragged on than what we had in the original film, but it's still the same Deadpool humor we know and love. We also have this scene where Wade talks to Vanessa after she died and she's in heaven, and she makes a little comment, and they make this funny joke reference to the first film. However, I think it was probably cut out because as far as movie pacing is concerned, this scene kind of serves as more of an emotional anchor, and having a joke in that part of the movie would kind of downplay the importance of the scene. So it's clear why they cut it out, even though it's pretty funny and it's great as a reference for people who watched the first film.
It's pretty awesome up here. I can have anything I want.
Can every day be International Women's Day?
Then there was the scene that was at the bathhouse in the very beginning of the film, but it was supposed to be significantly longer in the final release of the film with a more intense and choreographed fight scene, which would have been really cool to see, probably something more John Wick-esque. in a Deadpool film, which would have been really fun, but unfortunately for time constraints, it got cut out, but at least we get to see it in this final release of the film. There was also this amazing short montage of Deadpool trying to kill himself after Vanessa's death, which was fantastic, and they play the element of him trying to kill himself and being suicidal in the film, but it's just really funny for these two scenes that were deleted. They didn't really add too much more to the story, so I understand why, but these scenes were some of the scenes that we really wish did actually make it into the final cut, because they're great.
Love is like a cloud, holds a lot of rain. I'm young, I know.
I can't believe he's still alive.
I can't believe you left the house in that shirt. Ah.
Are you a superhero?
Hey, sweetie.
What's your name?
Captain Delicious Pants.
Who's Captain Delicious Pants?
And then we get to the huge original end credits scene, which I actually heard about before Deadpool 2 released, and this was intended to be in the film's actual version up until they did an early screening of the film, and apparently that scene did not do well with test audiences, so they ended up choosing to remove that scene from the final film, which I guess it's super controversial, but at the same time, it's Deadpool's humor, and it was a joke that was referenced earlier in the film, so it made sense to kind of have this scene play after Deadpool kills Ryan Reynolds, who's thinking about acting in Green Lantern. But here's the Yeah, we understand why they would choose to cut out a scene of Deadpool killing a baby, but the baby is Adolf Hitler, which, I mean, should count for something. He was the worst human being in the last 100 years, and definitely doesn't need much sympathy if Deadpool decided to time travel back in time to kill him. Just saying. But at the same time, if you thought that the scene was still too graphic because it was a baby even before Adolf Hitler did all those super awful, terrible, menacing crimes against humanity, Deadpool doesn't pull the trigger, and he makes a couple extra quips about Cable, as this extra scene to the baby scene is even further in the end credits. So let's play that part.
All stinky in there, don't you? Kind of smells like Hitler's anus, which would make sense, wouldn't it?
Yeah. I think we both know I don't have what it takes to do this, so I'm just gonna change your diaper real quick, and then I'm gonna come back with my friend Cable. He loves killing kids.
And then there were a couple other things that did get added into this extended version, like some more extended fight scenes, a little bit more backstory to Russell, and a few other things here and there, but for the most part, these are the main ones that were pretty awesome. However, we do now have more information that there were more intended scenes that got cut before filming even began, where they were going to do some sort of crossover with the Fantastic Four, and apparently there were two different variations on how that would have played out, where they would have had one version of the script would have involved the Fantastic Four cast from 2015, as that world was supposed to still be alive before all the sequels got canceled because that movie was bad. And then I think they tried to spin it around and still use the Fantastic Four, but tried to go further back and get Chris Evans to return as the Human Torch, which would have been absolutely hilarious, but it also would have been cool if they could have gotten some sort of Fantastic Four return from either movie, really, because it would have been really nice to see the jokes that Deadpool would have made, especially because there was supposed to be a fight scene between Deadpool and the Thing, as far as we know from early concept art that would have been out there. But while this hasn't happened yet, maybe in Deadpool 3, whenever we get that, this could be something that could happen. Maybe Chris Evans will sign on, especially because his contract is almost up with Disney and Marvel, and we can hope for the best with that. I would even love to see a movie called Deadpool and the Human Torch. I just think that would be such a Deadpool thing to do, especially if they got Chris Evans on it. I just think it'd be really funny because the Human Torch is such a dead character in the superhero franchise right now, and they should have Michael B. Jordan be the villain, as the other Human Torch. Make this happen. Alright. Well, that's it for today. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you subscribe and turn notifications on. Hit the like button down below because you're not going to want to miss any future uploads. And if you watch this far, please leave a comment with what deleted scene was your favorite from Deadpool 2. Otherwise, that's it for today, and we'll see you all next time with a brand new video.